Zenobia, the warrior queen who challenged Rome. Amid the vast deserts of ancient Syria stood Palmyra, a city of unparalleled beauty and wealth. Its queen, Zenobia, would rise from this oasis, defying the mightiest empire the world had ever known. This is the story of Zenobia, the warrior queen who dared to challenge Rome. Early life and rise to power. Born around 240 AD, Zenobia was no ordinary woman. Though details of her early life remain obscure, she was said to be highly educated, fluent in several languages, and descended from noble bloodlines. But it wasn't just her intellect that set her apart. Zenobia had the ambition and courage that would one day shape the destiny of Palmyra. Her marriage to King Septimius Odaenathus only increased her influence. Together they ruled a prosperous kingdom, strategically positioned at the crossroads of eastern and western trade routes. But it was after his assassination that Zenobia would truly come into her own. With her husband dead, Zenobia seized power as the regent for her young son Vabalithus. Her rule was not one of mere guardianship. She declared herself queen and quickly began expanding her influence beyond Palmyra's borders. Zenobia's ambitions soon extended far beyond Palmyra. She embarked on a series of military campaigns, taking control of key Roman territories. Her forces swept through Egypt, one of Rome's most valuable provinces, and even parts of Asia Minor. By 270 AD, Zenobia's empire stretched from the Nile to Anatolia, rivaling Rome's eastern dominions. With each victory, her legend grew. She was a queen, a strategist, and a commander who defied the very empire that once dominated her homeland. Rome could no longer ignore Zenobia's rise. The new emperor, Aurelian, was determined to restore the full glory of the Roman Empire. In 272 AD, he marched east, leading a massive army to confront Zenobia and reclaim the lost territories. The stage was set for a confrontation between two formidable leaders. Aurelian, a seasoned military commander, was no stranger to rebellion. But he knew Zenobia was unlike any foe he had faced before. Battle of Emesa, the turning point. The decisive battle came at Emesa. Zenobia, ever the strategist, led her forces personally into the fray. But despite her efforts, the Palmyrene forces were no match for the disciplined Roman legions. After a hard-fought battle, Zenobia's army was defeated. With her empire crumbling, she fled toward Palmyra, hoping to regroup and fight another day. However, Zenobia's escape was short-lived. Roman forces pursued her relentlessly, eventually capturing her as she attempted to cross the Euphrates River. The queen who had once defied Rome was now a prisoner. Palmyra soon fell, its glorious temples and buildings razed to the ground as punishment for its rebellion. The empire Zenobia had built in such a short time was no more. Zenobia's fate after her capture remains a subject of debate. Some sources suggest she was paraded through the streets of Rome in golden chains, a symbol of Rome's victory. But unlike many who defied Rome, Zenobia was spared the sword. Today, Zenobia is remembered as a symbol of resistance and strength, a warrior queen who stood against the world's greatest empire and in doing so cemented her place in history. Zenobia's story is not just one of rebellion, but of a woman who dared to carve her own path in a world dominated by men. Her courage and ambition ensured her name would live on long after the fall of her empire. Zenobia, the warrior queen who challenged Rome.